How's it going guys, JCVP11 here for GN Tech, and this is the HTC Desire 10 Lifestyle. It's built mostly out of a plastic material with premium looking gold accents around it. The back has some flex to it and the volume buttons are placed on the right of the device. They can be hard to press at times and do feel a bit mushier than the more premium and ridged power button. On the left, there's a plastic flap to expand on your default 32 gigs of storage via microSD, as well as slots for the dual SIM cards. An added fingerprint sensor would have been a great touch, but unfortunately, you don't find one on the device. Moving up front, there's a 5.5-inch HD LCD screen with a pixel density of 267. The panel is visible even in the harsh sunlight of Dubai, with the lower resolution only sacrificing minor detail. I'd also recommend using a screen protector on the device to avoid excessive scratching. Flanking the screen are the speakers, which really add to the multimedia consumption experience. The front earpiece along with the bottom firing robust speaker provide a clear audible Dolby sound experience even in louder environments. The bottom is also where you'll find space for a lanyard, but I wish the headphone jack was placed here instead of the top, because I think it's just more convenient that way. In real world performance, the phone is great. The Snapdragon 400 processor is not limiting despite its age, especially with 3GB of RAM for plenty of multitasking. Sense UI has always been one of my favorite skins, and this time it's on top of Android 6.0. I like its simplicity and that it's clear of any sort of bloatware, but it also brings some nifty tricks like double tapping to wake and quick access to the camera from the lock screen. For gamers, the Adreno 305 GPU is also plenty for both 2D and 3D games, with very little issues when running the games, especially because the games only run on a 720p or HD screen. Speaking of resolution, the large bump on the back is for the 13 megapixel camera. It takes average looking pictures, some coming out better than others. The camera suffers from a slow shutter speed and from failing to capture enough light, but macro shots surprisingly came out much better. At night, the quality drop is significant with grainy looking and dark pictures. Balancing of lights was also a problem here, with purple flares forming on overexposed light. Video recording at Full HD was good, but with no optical image stabilization, it wasn't as smooth as one would like. The front 5 megapixel camera also performed well in the day, but its results at night and the narrow field of view limits its usage. Here too, video recording is possible in Full HD, but the dynamic range is really bad, as you can see in the background, with lots of blowing out, and this is how the microphone sounds as well. Packing a 2700 mAh battery, the phone gets you a sizable amount of power. On an average day, it recorded almost 6 hours of screen on time with no requirement to charge it a second time. If you do need to though, bear in mind the phone does not support any type of fast charging or wireless charging functionality. The HTC Desire 10 Lifestyle retails for 999 dirhams or $270, but I feel like its pricing is a bit too steep considering how competitive the market has become. The performance and multimedia experience bundled with the phone would have been well worth the sacrifices in camera and the lack of a fingerprint scanner if the phone was maybe 150 dirhams or $40 cheaper. Make sure you subscribe for more videos in the future, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.